Hey guys, Formula Fish 15 here. As you can see, we are about to start a race around Laguna Seca and Forza 6 in our V8 Supercars for our league, Forza 6 V8 Supercar League. This is obviously first race of the championship here at Laguna Seca, and well, we're now off, and we've got a pretty good start. We're right next to Shorty to Aussie in the car sales Todd Kelly recreation car. And as we come to turn 1, we get a tap from behind, which causes us to drift a little bit, but that's a pretty good, really clean first corner. And we've now got the Norton Nissan behind us now. That's Dennis, or Biseco, who's right behind. He's right up our butt as we muck up that corner. We get a wide entrance, but we get out pretty cleanly. And yeah, nothing much is really going on. So we're just following behind Pomps for the win here, and I think we might have a look down the inside, but we think better of it, and we nearly clatter into the back of him, but managed to keep off. And now we're going to have a look down the inside, down his inside, coming up to the corkscrew, the dreaded corkscrew, and he's locked it up a little bit. We give him a slight bump on the apex there, which pushes him a little bit wide, but we've now got him for P9, which is a pretty good start considering we started in P11. Now we're coming through possibly my favourite corner in the track and heading up towards the penultimate corner. We are now trying to catch up on Reveiw, who is in the Kmart car ahead of us, the car that's famous for doing the lap of the gods back in 2003. Well, not really, but similar to. And we get a shocking exit out of the final corner, and we're sliding around everywhere. But we don't appear to have lost too much time, because Pomps for the win has now been overtaken by Biseco. And we're going to turn 1, braking for turn 1, and we're now skipping to lap 3, which is really lap 2, where we get a massive lag spike which pushes us wide. And as we rejoin the track, we get absolutely smashed by, I think that was a Norton Nissan, was it? Pretty sure that was a Norton Nissan then it was Biseco who we unfortunately clattered with. And that means pretty much the end of both our races. We've both got pretty bad damage. Coming up to the corkscrew now, the same lap, we've got Biseco absolutely mucking that up a treat, and we've got past him now, and we're up into the 13th. Nothing too special, we're drifting it, but he's going around the outside now, and we've nearly clattered into that wall, and as we corrected it, overcorrected, and we've now absolutely killed Biseco again. So 2 killings in 1 lap. I think I need to go down for murder. That's how bad this is. Now, what's this, lap 3 or 4, whatever? It's lap 4 technically, but it's technically lap 3. We can see, is that Hudon messed up, or who was formerly Harold Bishop 81? He ran wide at the 3rd last corner and 2nd last corner, and we've passed him for 12th. And as you'll see in a moment, he will decide to, maybe not now, but he later on decides to quit. He's already quit by this stage, but you can see now we are in cockpit view, and we've got Dennis going down our inside, but he's hit us in the braking zone. I was about to lie, he killed us, and I nearly saved it, but spun, and now, because of that incident, I've now gone a lap down. Now we're sliding out of the corkscrew, having a bit of fun now because we're a lap down and there's no way we can win. But I took the fun too far and pretty well spun. Now I've got Jake coming up behind us, who's now put us a lap down, and this isn't going well enough for me right now. This can go any worse. So now we pit because we've got one compulsory pit stop per race, and I chose to do it now because I got the little notification saying 70 or 75% or whatever it was tyre wear, so thought better off pitting now and not risking it than risking a complete tyre blowout. And it looks as though Dennis has pitted on the same lap. Hopefully not lose to, oh no, we've lost a fair bit of time to Shorty to Aussie, but hopefully we can at least try to make that up and not go a lap down to him. Now, as we see, we've got Reveiw in the Kmart entry putting a lap down on us. Though he's also having a bit of drifting fun. Now we're coming up to turn 1 again. We are pretty decent on the brakes actually. I thought we were a bit late, but no, we were quite decent. And we can see there's Dennis. Who knows what he's got planned. He wanted to battle, but at this stage I didn't mind because all I was trying to do was just prove my pace, but I wanted a bit of action. But as you'll see later on, you'll see what type of action I got, and it wasn't the action I was after. Certainly wasn't the action I was after, and we're now starting this half decent battle. Coming through, I think that is that turn 4, turn 5, whatever corner it is. We're now coming up towards another one of my favourite corners on the track. That's probably actually my favourite other than the corkscrew. And Dennis absolutely dies in the mirror, and I never even realised. So, shows you how good I am at noticing things. Coming through the corkscrew, we slide it around there. Slide it through another one of my favourite corners. I don't seem to get that corner wrong very much, but when I get it wrong, I get it wrong. And I mean wrong. Coming on now to lap 20, or the end of lap 20 and the start of lap 21, you can see we've got Dennis behind us again. Still, or again, or no, because he's had that crash, so again. And we've also got Reveiw ahead of us, and there is no way that could have been accidental, really, because I mean, it's not that hard to avoid locking a brake in this game. I mean, I've had multiple times coming over that hill where I've nearly locked a brake, but I haven't done that, so that was just plain stupid of him. And so now he's ahead of us. Thankfully, he's still a lap or two down on us though, so we just let past who's that, King Bowler, and resume as normal, and yep, he's off. He sort of deserves that, actually. Sorta. Yeah, now we're on our own, in the middle of nowhere, and we can see that he's bloody well waiting for us again, and watch this, bang! How could I avoid that? Now, you can't tell me that that's not dangerous driving. And I mean, you saw what happened in that last accident. That could have destroyed Squidder's race. And look, here we go again. This one's not so bad because he hasn't taken us out yet. Or has he? Nope, he just dives it down the inside. But still, he shouldn't be waiting up for me. This is about the 5th time he's waited up for me this race. And look, now he's bloody trying to spin me. And he's bloody lucky I didn't spin, because if I had spun, I would have been fucking off my head. And now he's going for an absolutely ambitiously stupid move. Or, no, not ambitiously stupid, because I made the same move on lap 1, so I shouldn't be saying too much, actually. But yeah, he's gone and he's died, and now you can see he's got out and he's run wide, so I'm just sticking to the racing line here, and I cut across in front of him, sliding across the racing line, because frankly I think it's bullshit. And now, because he's decided to be stupid, I've accidentally hit the bloody inside tyre barrier, and now Scott and someone else has had to take avoiding action because he's decided to be an absolute dick. There's no other word to describe a dick. I've nearly taken out my teammate because he's decided to be an absolute dickhead like that. It's not good enough. Something needs to be done about this, because that is shameful driving, and we can't have this in the league. I don't care if I had that accident with him. We can't have driving this bad in the league. And oh look, he's waited up for us again. What's going to happen this time? I wonder. He's probably going to be disqualified from after the first race after all this shit. As you can see, I mean, I'm not much better, but he's absolutely destroyed the corkscrews. No point having the corner there. It may as well just be a drop down the hill. He's started spinning, and I don't even care anymore. He can go get spun. I've just spun him like he deserved, because he's taken me out 5 times, and the only accidents I've ever caused were completely accidental, and there was nothing I could do. So now everybody else is finished. It's lap 30, and I've decided, well, I'm not going to overtake anybody because the next person's lap ahead, so I'm just going to have some fun. And I absolutely destroy, I think that was Final Chicane's AI, and this was all funny in the game chat, because they were going off their nut. Now coming through once again, one of my favourite corners. We tried to do the same thing to Ultra's AI, but or driver tail, whatever you want to call them, but not quite as successful. This is on the final lap. So coming through the corkscrew, we get a really, really good run. The AI being the AI is stupid, so I decide I'm going to try and be funny, and I dive down the inside. I don't know what I've done here, but I've absolutely killed him now. And this was just a bit of fun to round off the end of the race, because there was no way I was going to beat anybody other than Dennis. So what's the point of trying to race and beat the AI cleanly? May as well have a bit of fun. There's no point complaining over the fun, over having a little bit of fun. As we can see, King Bowler has won the race, as he did so many times in Season 2, if you remember. And we've come home in a very poor 11th place, really, because it's second last. I know there were 14 at the start, now there's only 12, but 2 people left. It's not good enough for me to be doing this poorly at the start of the season. I need to pick up my game. But anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.